Who that family? Check out the Pro Shop. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and who that too. TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. All things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican post-game report. We're in the building. Big ups to the family members coming at you guys on the Monday stream of the Pelican post-game report. Much love to the flock. I salute the flock and thank you guys for joining us for this Monday installment of the Pelican post-game report. I'm Big Q chiming in on this thing. I got my co-host DC in the building, and we're going to talk about some Pelican news for you. We won't hold y'all too long on this episode of the Pelican post-game report, but we wanted to brief you guys on some Pelican news. So before we get going, I just want to give a shout out to you guys. Appreciate y'all being in the stream. And DC, how you doing tonight, my brother? How you feeling?
Bro, I'm feel a lot better when the Pelicans finally get a damn coach.
Orlando beat us to the punch. They got Mosley, a guy we interviewed last year, but
did we interview him again this year?
No, we did not. We did not look at Mosley.
Interviewing the same people, you know.
Yeah, that's what we do. You know, first you don't succeed, try again. But in this one, man, let's look at this one because this one we're gonna talk about right here. As Willie Green, man, is pulled out as the favorite to land the Pelicans job, and various reports DC are saying Willie Green could soon be named the next head coach of the Pelicans. And let's go over this article. The current assistant coach of the Phoenix Suns is close to being named the 8th head coach in New Orleans franchise history.
All right, lucky number 8.
This is from Ali Kosel dropping the science. And, of course, this is coming from several sources, including Adrian Wojnarowski and Fletcher Mackel. Phoenix Suns assistant coach Willie Green could soon be named the next head coach of the New Orleans Pelicans. You can see Woj say Phoenix Suns assistant Willie Green has emerged as the strong front runner and the New Orleans Pelicans' choice to become the franchise's next head coach, according to sources. Now, unlike Stan Van Gundy's hire, unlike the Stan Van Gundy hire close to a year ago, today's news isn't out of left field. Green has steadily been growing traction, but behind the scenes as the favorite.
Good ties too, huh?
Yeah, that's that traction word again. They feel the New Orleans head coaching vacancy. Of course, Fletcher Mackel was a little bit more specific in his tweet. He says he continues to hear from the NBA sources Suns assistant coach Willie Green is the presumed next Pelicans head coach. While a deal is not done, plenty of mutual interest And I'm told Willie wants the New Orleans job, and they want him.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
and of course, that's the perfect union when somebody wants you and you
They
want
must have
somebody
heard
else.
our show, Q. I was saying we don't want nobody who don't want to be here.
That's and you well said, brother. Seemingly, the only question remaining to be answered is when will the formal announcement come from the Pelicans? With the Suns and Bucks still in the midst of the settling, the setting of the 21 NBA Finals, it's quite possible that we may have to wait for this series to conclude. However, given a number of leaks over the past few days, there's a growing chance that the Pelicans may decide to announce Willie Green as their head coach in the very near future, and then hold an introductory press conference once the Phoenix Suns season is over. The Suns currently lead the Bucks 2-1 in Game 4 schedule for this upcoming Wednesday. Now, New Orleans may soon have another reason to cheer for Phoenix to win the NBA championship. And of
Suns and
course,
five.
stay
Come on.
tuned. So, with that being said, DC, let's chime in on here about Willie Green.
Suns and five, baby. Get it done. Get it done. It's obvious at this point. I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire. We didn't hear a whole bunch of names last time during the coaching search, and Stan Van Gundy just popped up out of nowhere. But this time, it was a lot of talking and a lot of stuff being linked. I don't think all this is coming from nowhere. Um, there's no talks of Willie Green interviewing with a whole bunch of other teams. His name has been out there since the whole coaching search for everybody that he wants to be a coach, and I don't hear about him interviewing with nobody.
Right.
So it's got to be something like this. It makes the most sense. We had at least 5 or 6 teams to name the coach. Am I right? I might be wrong on that number. I don't remember. But
You see how many coaches have we been here?
no. How many coaches been named? Because they had a bunch of teams that need coaches. Indiana got
They got
Rick
theirs.
Carlisle. Rick Carlisle. I think haven't the Wizards got a coach? I know the
Not
Magic got
yet.
their guy. The Blazers got their guy.
Right.
Dallas got their guy.
Yep.
Probably somebody else I'm forgetting. Um, that's all I can remember off the top of my head. But all these guys going off the table. So the Pelicans got to be keyed in on somebody. And the draft is coming around. I would think you would want to, have a coach locked in.
Brother
And
Ethan.
huh?
Go ahead, bro. I was giving
All
a
right.
shout out.
And a team like the Wizards, maybe Charles Lee is the guy. Maybe that ain't why you ain't hearing nothing from the Wizards. I mean, you got the draft coming up in what, about a week and a half? Maybe 2 weeks roughly.
Couple of weeks, yeah.
Yeah. So
29th.
yeah, about 2 weeks, 2 weeks some change. But you got them, you got those guys. Nobody, they ain't got no coach either. So it's obvious that these two candidates, some teams are waiting on them, and we gotta be one of them, man. It just it's the only thing that makes sense. We've been spotted at the games. Our damn GM was at a game. When the hell you heard of Trajan Landon going to any goddamn game? You know what I'm saying? And he just pop up at the Suns game with Brandon Ingram. How convenient, you know what I'm saying? So Willie Green more than likely is our guy, unless well, that wouldn't make sense either to sign him on as an assistant. He's got to be our guy, and hopefully Fred Vincent that don't piss him off too much, and we can keep him around because we definitely don't want to let go of him. But I like the signing, bro. This is basically like what happened to Orlando. They talked about Mosley being the guy, and it wasn't official. Like you said, it wasn't official when we talked about it Friday. I think it became official today, right? With Orlando. So
Right.
we on the clock now. They got all this talk about him wanting to be here. That's the number one guy and all of that. So usually after this happens, it's about three to 4 days, and you're announcing the coach. So all of us need to be rooting for Phoenix. Everybody who want Willie Green at least need to be rooting for Phoenix, and hopefully they could be announcing a coach in the next 3-4 days.
That's
Phoenix can go ahead and win the championship. The next move right after that would be him getting a head coaching job. I mean, how miraculous would that be for a guy, man? I mean, you win the championship and then you get promoted to a head coach within the next couple of days, man. It's got to be a magical NBA season for Willie Green.
yeah, and well said, man. And championships with the Golden State Warriors. And listen, just to get familiar with Willie Green, because even though it's an official type of deal. He in back behind, and several reports are saying that Willie Green actually agreed to the job. The Pelicans want him for the job. It's just not official yet. So it's kind of a mutual, yes, when it's over with, I'm your coach and yeah, you're my coach type of deal. But we're not familiar with Willie Green. So I won't play for the Pelican family members. What Willie Green said. Watch this, man. And this is your new coach.
That interview you got that interview where
Well,
he's
not
talking
the
about coaching.
right, not the whole one, but I
Yeah.
got enough minutes of it. Now let me play this for people. Y'all put one in the chat if y'all can hear this interview. This is Willie Green, your new coach. Listen to this.
What would you say is the biggest lesson that you've learned this year?
Oh, that's a good question. I think the biggest lesson that I've learned is, the greatest coaches or the best coaches aren't necessarily the ones that talk about X's and O's, but it's doing everything from a place of love. People feel that, and if I can develop a relationship with players, coaches, front office, and I can be critical, but out of love, I
Okay, we have a little.
think they can receive it better. It's not how well I receive it better. It's not, and I can be critical, but out of love, I think they can receive it better. It's not how well I draw up a play or how much I get on you or discipline or how great I am at, but it's how much people feel that you love them and care about them.
What would you say is the
This dude is the anti Stan Van Gundy. Ain't no doubt about it, man. That's your new coach, Willie Green, right there. And just to get the family members,
He don't sound like Alvin Gentry either.
and he's the anti. Did you hear that? What he said about that? Not getting on you, and Stan Van Gundy will get on the players even when they win games.
I get advice from my wife on how to build
He's so-
personal relationships with the guys, and
Boy,
I
he's
think I'll do a lot better with that because
I'm
I
so-
talked to my wife, and you just gotta go ahead and open up a little bit, build a fucking wall.
I knew that was coming. So, just it had nothing to do with nothing.
I know,
That just had nothing to do with nothing.
He's forever build a wall guy to me. That's
That's
his whole New Orleans tenure, and that happened in Detroit. That's basically all I have. 15 years from now, it'll be build a fucking wall. What will you remember Stan Van Gundy for other than Steven Adams saying his breast thing?
Rocky Roads.
That's your thing you created, Rocky Roads. That might live on. But what else will we remember him for?
Brandon Ingram telling an F no.
That's more Brandon Ingram than him, though.
Nothing.
All right, that's sad. That is sad. We're gonna give him credit for Point Zion. That's what a lot of people want to give him credit for Point Zion.
We can give him credit for that. That's true. We can give him credit for that. But DC. So with that being said, from Willie Green, it's pretty much a done deal, according to several reports, that it's a mutual agreement between the Pelicans organization and Willie Green to become the new coach of the team. And as you heard by this short snippet of the interview, at some point we're going to have to play this entire interview, DC, for the family members so they can hear it all, because he drops a few things in there as well to give you some insight on. Now, Willie Green's a former player, and he never forgot his roots. Had a lot of tremendous success learning the systems with the Golden State Warriors. He's been had a lot of success where he is with the Phoenix Suns underneath Monty Williams. And you can see a guy like that. Now, even though he's not my first pick, and I'm not mad at the pick, even though me personally, the guy I wanted was Mark Jackson, but Mark Jackson's blackball.
Yeah.
The second guy, we know we couldn't get him. It was Freddie Vincent. So I thought Freddie Vincent would be the perfect choice for the Pelicans, being that he would bring harmony to the team, even though he lacked the coaching experience, but all of them do. None of them, the guys that they were talking to, had any head coaching experience. But the inside baseball on this deal is that Willie Green does take Fred Vincent and T. Witherspoon, so with him on his staff. So does that make the deal even sweeter for people who don't like Willie? Because I know Peanut and the rest of the family members, Chief Peanut and the rest of the people, like Willie Green, but there's some people that's like, Q, that don't excite me. And I understand, but does it help you to know that Freddie V and T. Witherspoon will be assistants on Willie Green's staff. Does that sweeten the pot? What do you think about that, DC?
I love it, man, because I just feel like we're getting closer to us, like this team being New Orleans. Willie Green is a guy who played here, you know what I'm saying? So he's him wanting to be here and wanting the job, like he know what they expect, you know what I'm saying? He not coming in blind like to the city. Like he know how we are. He know the expectation of the city. He know the love that people here got for ball. You know what I'm saying? So you got Teaspoon and Freddie V. Teaspoon's from here. Well, not from New Orleans, but she from Louisiana, so she from here basically. Then you got Freddie V. It's just a nice way, I think, to build a culture. It's a more seamless way to build a culture with having guys that already know what it is here. I think that's how you get an identity to me. Like when you got a team, your team gotta fit that city. Like if you're gonna be successful. Let's use the Saints for example. Like everybody in New Orleans, though, we some of the hardest partying people in the world, but we some of the hardest working people in the world. And the Saints to me, they identify that as a team. That's their whole thing. They lay back on players. When you work, you're gonna work. You're gonna do just enough, but we want everything on game day. And them guys work hard, and they have a very party-like atmosphere.
Yep.
And I think that comes from Sean Payton having been here for so long and knowing what it's like here, and his staff and everybody he had, and keeping that continuity. And then we get a lot of old players that come back and kind of help build that culture and stay connected to the team. You know what I'm saying? The Pelicans don't really have that. So the next best thing would be having assistant coaches and assistant coaching guys who know New Orleans, man. You have to embody what the city is into the team for it to take off and have wings, because that's really what's going to get the people motivated. We got to have better music, which I think they did a better job this year with their music, you know what I'm saying, in the stadium. Just all of those things that say New Orleans, man. And once they start winning, I think you're really going to see the impact of this and how it works out long term, because him coming here and wanting to be here, I don't think we're going to have to worry about getting another coach no time soon. So the only thing about that I don't like is like, okay, so now we on the clock for Freddie V. How long is Freddie V going to stick around?
Well, yeah, that's a part of it, man, because he's a main component that links them to the best players on the squad, Zion Williamson, BI, and of course Lonzo Ball, which is interesting because let's segue that, DC. Perfect segue into the next things. Let me give a few shots out before we jump into this report that we got on screen right here from Sam Amico of Hoops Wire.
Damn, you got a lot of people want him, huh?
Yeah, let's go into this. And I'm going to give a few shots out before I jump into this article. Josh in his bag, big ups to your fam. Appreciate you. State of the Pelicans. Kai the Great in the building. Big ups, fam. What's up, brother Ethan McGee? Go Pels to you, my friend. Go Pels to Pelicans Nola. Go Pels to Slade Smith. Go Pels to Jerry Paul Jr., brother Jerry. Go Pels to Benny. Go Pels to brother Jonathan. What's up, brother Jonathan? Who that to you? Go Pels to James. Go Pels to John. Go Pels to Zane. Go Pels to Kenneth. What's up, brother Kenneth? Big ups, brother. Brandon, go Pels.
Sons and five, Kenneth.
Go Pels to Chief Peanut. What's up, brother Chief? All right. Quinn, what's the brother? Quinn, let me get this name right there. Ken Quantum. Quinn, help me out there, DC. Ken Quantus. Ken Quantus. I hope I said that right, brother. Ken Quantus, bro. I mean, that's a very unique name, my brother. Thank you for being here as well. All right, King Quay. What's up, bro? King Quay? I'm messing up all type of stuff.
King Quasi.
Queen Quasar.
Like Quasi.
Quasar? Is that it, brother? Y'all know y'all got to break it down.
King Status. I see the. That's an ad.
Big ups to the fam as well. G Ree. What's Go Pels to G Ree? Go Pels to brother Denard. What's up, brother Denard? Who that to you, fam? True Louisiana Go Pels. Young Bloods. What's up, Young Blood 46? Go Pels. Brother Jalil, Go Pels. Brother Teal, my dog Teal. Go
Till the
Pels
legend.
still in the building. What's up, brother? And all the Pelicans, man. If y'all didn't hear y'all names, give me a Go Pels. I got you, baby. Melanin God 504. Go Pels to you too, my friend.
What's up,
Big ups to
Melanin
you.
God?
All right, who else we got? Jamon, brother Jamon. Go Pels to you, my
Whoa.
friend. Big ups to you as well. Let's see who else we got. Go off, Go Pels, fam. Josh in his bag. I think I got Josh early. But Go Pels
Josh
again.
got two shout outs.
We got the Godfather, brother
go
Donald.
Donald.
Go Pels, brother Donald. What's up, Sean? Go Pels. All right, and the rest of the family members in this piece. Go Pels to the NFL. All right, okay, I got you. Brother King Quasar say I got it right. All right, all
brother
right.
Trey Joseph, what's happening?
What's up, Trey? What's up? All right, he said they can't flock with us. There you
know
go.
it, baby. You already know.
Julio, Go Pels to Julio and the whole family,
Man,
man.
Sexton could shoot these Julio. The boy shot 37%. Damn.
All right,
I don't want him, but he can shoot threes. We ain't gonna tell that lie.
Let's go. Let's get into this one, DC.
Go James. It's the Pelicans show, Trey.
All right, in this article, fam, this is another one we're gonna cover on the show. A report says the Pacers, Thunders, Pelicans, Lakers, Heat, Knicks interested in Colin Sexton. Sam Amico of HoopsWire reported on a list of teams interested in Colin Sexton. Now, Sam Amico says that the Indiana Pacers, among other the Pelicans and other squads, are interested in Cleveland Cavaliers guard Colin Sexton. The article from Amico can be read in the hyperlink above, and it says pretty much this is the tweet right here, saying that the Pelicans, it's word on the street, the Pelicans are interested in Sexton. Now, Sexton just finished his third season in the NBA. He averaged 24.3 points per game in 60 games for the Cavaliers. That is impressive. Got to give it to him. And that's pretty much the bulk of the report. The rest of it is
if he was taking all the shots, that's still pretty good.
That is what nobody else that was taking, so you might as well take them, right?
Darius Garland would beg to differ.
Well, listen. But anyway, let's talk about this, DC. Colin Sexton, man, this will speak against Alonzo Ball coming back, if the rumors are true.
Yeah, very, very well could. But there's still a universe.
No to Carlton.
Whoa. There's still a universe in which I think they could play together because Colin Sexton is more of a scoring point guard. Lonzo Ball is more of a passing shooting guard as he was last year. So it's still a world where that could work. But I ultimately would have to say you're right because Colin Sexton's in a contract year. So realistically, if we trading for him, then, they must anticipate on paying him. Or they going to give him a contract soon as he get here. So where does that leave money for Lonzo Ball? Unless that's the two guys you're expecting to, bring in, and you're not giving up a 10 pick for Colin Sexton. So you drafting somebody. Like, what are we doing? How are we doing that? Is Lonzo Ball in the sign and trade? Or is this just something where they testing the waters to see, maybe trying to see what the market is for him, or have a backup plan for if the Knicks go after Lonzo? Because you do see the Knicks are in this trade thing too. So if that price gets too high with the Knicks, maybe they pull the trigger on Colin Sexton or something like that. The Pelicans name it's in everything, man. Like anytime there's a play out there, and the Pelicans are interested in Kevin Love. Like, man, I know we got a reputation as a shitty organization right now, but I don't even think David Griffin dumb enough to trade for Kevin Love with $31 million, man. That's crazy, But anybody that's out there, our name comes up. So to me, it's just more the same, man. It's a bunch of smoke and mirrors right now with the draft coming up. They want to make it seem, I would guess, as if our pick is coveted and, we have all of these options. So they have a way of bargaining. So Colin Sexton, to me, is a guy I think that can ball. But I actually think if he had the right mindset, he definitely can work here. His game is a little, I don't know, he's kind of awkward to me. Like, he's a real awkward type dude. But, he get buckets. He get buckets, and he been getting buckets for a minute since he came in the league. So it ain't a fluke. But my thing is his mindset. Like, this guy's in a contract year. He just coming off his rookie deal. Do you really want to come here and be the third guy?
Right.
And he ain't never got paid yet. So I don't know, man. That would be the thing to me. like I said, I don't want nobody that don't want to be here. So
Yeah, well, that's well said, DC, and I think a lot of people in consensus on that, man, of not wanting him, and we were quite saying that to be able to get guys that want to be here and contribute to a
oh
winning
god
culture.
damn, Q. Man, you're not gonna read that line that you just threw up there? I almost fell on my chair.
I know,
168 million.
I know. That's why I got the
Well,
hell up off of
they
that.
better not trade for him.
I'm about to get. That's why I got the hell up off of that. I wasn't even going to
If
even
I'm
much
trading
look
for
at that.
somebody for 168 million, they got to be a definite game changer. Like that got to be a championship piece. He definitely makes us a playoff contender, no doubt. But I don't know if he make us a championship guy. Like I can't get him 168, and then you still got to turn around and pay Zion.
So
How
I mean,
how they gonna feel about all this? I mean, I know Kyra probably be happy. That's his alumni brother, but other than Kyra, what the hell everybody else gonna feel about that?
I just
So
think
you ain't got no money to pay Lonzo, but you give him 168. They're probably gonna be looking at y'all stupid. Lonzo only wanted 100.
it's just to me. But you know what? The part DC is that okay? We looking at Willie Green. Okay, we looking at Willie. Now, if you saying we getting Willie Green and this is mutual, it's basically a done deal, and they're waiting for the playoffs to end so they can pretty much make it official.
I wonder what Willie Green think about Colin Sexton.
My thing is this: Lonzo Ball need to be brought back. Okay, now that we figured out, let's march this thing up the road. We had to find out the coach. Now that we got the coach, we know it's Willie Green. He's going to be, I think, the youngest coach in the NBA. So you go from one of the oldest coaches in NBA to a youngest coach. We played some of his interview a few minutes ago about talking to the players with love and not fussing at them and blah, 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 like a certain Rocky Roll eater that was here.
Still yell at him?
No, you cannot yell at him, Stan.
Damn.
Yeah. Get your ass out of here. All right. So, I mean, but the deal is you get Willie Green. Now we solved that issue. And the next move is obviously Lonzo Ball. We know Willie Green has to be here to participate in the draft. Maybe he puts his staff together. He gets his idea of who we need to add to his team moving forward. But knowing Willie Green's style, his coaching style, well, I guess not so much. You hear ideology, not so much exactly what he would see because you're looking at Phoenix and then you're seeing Golden State. So we kind of see it might be a mesh of that. But in some levels, I see defense in there
Jonathan
as well.
Put it in there, and I think that's exactly what they would try to run at their 5-out motion offense.
That's right. That's right. I'm sorry. I've seen that.
That was excellent. That was an excellent comment, man. Because I think that's exactly what it would be. It's going to be about spreading the floor.
You mean James?
That was James, brother James.
I think that was brother James put that in there. I'm looking for it, but
I remember the picture. It was like a bald head. Might have been Candyman, like bald head dude with some bees on his face. But
John said okay, my bad. Go ahead, DC.
Yeah, but I think that's an excellent comment because that's probably exactly what they would do. But any coach coming here was gonna try to do that after Zion showed you what you can do. It's only natural that we go to at least some form of a spread them out offense. And I mean, 5-out motion is probably one of the best ones out right now. So they do that, and then we're gonna run a defense where we switch. And man, I tell you, we got the pieces. Zion to me is very underrated defensively. I think people give him a lot of slack, but if you go back and you watch the tape and you look at when he actually gives effort and he knows what he's supposed to do, Debo. Man, I ain't see nobody. That was Debo put that.
No, I'm giving him a shout out.
What's up, brother? I ain't see nobody getting past Zion like that, man. When he was applying effort and intentionally trying to guard them, man, that dude could play D. It's in him. And I saw the interview with Drewski. Man, Zion getting smaller. So he looked like he planned on doing more. That ain't good for the rest of the league, bro. So you got that going on. And then you got a guy like Jackson Hayes, who we already saw what he was starting to do defensively, you know what I'm saying? And basically we're going to try to replicate what they're doing in Phoenix in some form of what he's seen in Golden State, which is not a bad template. And my plan, we always talked about New Orleans being a variation or a different form of a Golden State-like team. with the guys we had. So now you get an assistant coach that could come in here and operate that, man, and have a space team. But we still got one more step to go. Even if we get Lonzo Ball back, we still have to supply this team with shooters, 3-and-D guys preferably, or at least just guys that can shoot. Either way, I think we get a lot more wins. But 3-and-D guys, you get the right guys, that puts you in championship contention. I love CRISPR as the draft pick, but there's other guys that we can get that'll have a higher ceiling in the future than him that can also shoot the three right now, you know what I'm saying, and could possibly push us over the edge later on down the line as they develop a little bit more during the season. So don't be surprised if the Pelicans don't pick him if we use this draft pick. We got to check out the guy they got and see what's going on, man, because I'm hearing a lot of talk about a lot of guys. They are working out. I have another guy for y'all Friday that I'll bring up that was very impressive to me. And the Pels, they doing their due diligence this time, man. I'm way more excited for them draft wise than I was last year. I didn't even hear about who they were working out, but you got to put it in context too. We keep forgetting, no excuses, but COVID was going on last year. They couldn't do. I'm just saying. I'm not giving them a pass, Big Q, but they couldn't do no workouts. They couldn't do in-person workouts. Trajan Langdon is the main guy behind that. I don't know how his system works and his philosophy works. They still should have did better. Get that. But the restrictions are lifted this year. So let's see what they can do when things go back to normal. And the guys they've been picking the interview, you know, I've been liking it. What damage is there to be controlled? Hold up.
Hold on, DC. Let's not deprive the people of what damage control is.
No, wait. The first draft we had, where we could work out people, we drafted Jackson Hayes and Didi Lozada. Any one of those guys seem like a bust to you or a garbage player? No. The next draft,
we ain't talking about that, DC.
We draft Kyra Lewis and just don't draft.
David Griffin
I said it was no excuse, but
then you proceeded to go right into excuses.
No, it wasn't an excuse. I'm saying this year they have they don't have any restrictions, so the draft will probably be a lot better. We might actually see them draft players instead of giving all them damn picks away. Is what I was getting at before you want to try to put me under the damage control mantra. I ain't trying to control none of that goddamn damage, bro. I'm just telling the truth. I am telling the truth. And the truth is, the people that the Pelicans have been working out, I like what I'm seeing. And you know it too. You just want to crack jokes and shit right now. You liked it too.
Listen, bro.
We done talked about this. And Moses Moody and guys like, man, they got some good players out there, man.
Tell him, Carlton.
Come on, where I'm going, Curly. Come on, what? Where I'm going, dog? Where we going? Where we going at? See, that's somebody on my side. What's up, Debo? What you talking about, Debo? Yeah, that boy, he had 2 points a game. That's right. That was big numbers, dog. That's big numbers when you only played 2 games in the whole damn season. That was big numbers.
Oh my goodness, dude! He loves some Didi Lozada.
That's right. That's right.
2 points on the game.
Hey,
that was the best damn 2 points there ever was.
Hey, but how much points was averaged against him? Did you do the plus minus on it?
Break it down, DC. Break it down, bro.
You did the plus minus on it? We fucked up the 2019 draft because we didn't draft Reddish, man. We definitely did.
Julio said at this point, let's just trade the pick for Reddish. Boy, that'll make DC
that might actually work, man. That might actually work.
This dude can just up here and say that shit.
Might work, bro.
Oh man. He said,
Cam Reddish and Zion connection.
Oh man, he just deaded me with that one, bro. He deaded me with that one.
Look! Somebody know. Look at Brandon Hayes. Why don't you show that comment?
He did. He did.
Actual Pelicans people who know what's up.
Hey, bro.
Did lock down Luka. How many people you saw do that? Had Luka in trouble.
I mean, he did a good
You ain't
job,
gonna
bro.
talk about my Didi Lazada. I gotta bang my head on the desk like Big Q, y'all.
I do not do
Didi
that.
Lazada
I do not do that. I
can
do
be
not.
the second coming of Bruce Bowen.
I just don't. I don't know why. I don't bang my hand on the desk, DC. Where you get that from?
When Big Q used to get mad, y'all, on a podcast, when we used to talk about the Saints, he used to bang his head on the desk. Because I'm proud of this. And we can't keep doing that. We keep doing the same thing. Run the damn ball. You got a new desk, bro, so you probably don't do it no more. You broke the other one up. You bang your hand on that sucker so much you broke it up.
There it is, Didi Lazada.
Look at it was 2.7. You gonna get my dog
almost
points
3.
right.
Oh, 3 points, almost 3 points a game.
2.7, dog.
Balling, man.
2.7,
Balling, Lou Didi.
2.7, dog. What y'all talking about?
But man, listen though, DC.
See, y'all ain't gonna be happy till Didi Lazada gonna have people getting texts like CD Deuce all shit. Then y'all go see it.
Debo said, "I'm sorry, he averaged a triple single."
He a defensive player, Debo.
DC cut.
Yeah. Put that 0.7 up there. 0.7 up there.
There you go. He got it. All right. He said 0.7 points.
We gonna round that up. We just gonna round that off to 3 right now. That boy hit one of them every game. Gotcha. In your eyes. Only one though.
All right, DC. Let's do this guy. Didi Lazada is the new one. There's a list of them. You got Cam Reddish. Now it's Didi Lazada. He gonna say, "I'll never bring up Didi Lazada."
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was wondering what Didi Lazada would do, and when they put him in, bro, and I saw how hard he was playing on defense, bro. For real. I know we joking, but for real, bro, I see a lot of potential with him defensively, and I like it, bro. I like it.
Well, I mean, he got his potential, bro. We ain't gonna laugh, but they know what time it is.
All we needed to be is play defense and get that 3 ball going, bro. And I mean, he'd be a real good dude for us, bro.
Right, that's true, DC. And just like Julio says, DC equals damage control.
Damage control, man. DC equal digital currency, man. Digital currency, you hear me?
And the currency is buying the damage control.
That's the new currency, the DCs, you hear me?
Oh man. But listen, okay, so we look at it in that family. We're not going to do a real long show today. One of the family members asked, I think it was Brother Kenneth, asked when we're going to open up the chat today. Not today on this, but Friday show we'll be back and we'll open up the chat for all the questions. And who knows? Good chances by next Friday, it'll be official with the Pelicans and we'll have some more information out there about what everything will look like moving ahead. So this is just a brief show. We have some news and I wanted to just drop it and share it with the family members early in the week because today's Monday. It's a long way till Friday to talk to you guys. So we'll open up the chat on Friday as well. What's up, Kev? Big ups to the rest of the family members, Debo and the rest of the fam. I appreciate y'all. Carlton, King Buckets, what's going on, fam? Big ups to you and go Pels to all of the family members. Please hit the like button, family. If you're not a subscriber, press upon the subscribe button and join the Pelican Post Game Report here as well. Now, we've got the coach. The second thing is we both agree, and I think a lot of people in the flock, the family members in the flock, agree on Lonzo. A lot do, some don't. That we need to keep Lonzo. If anything, it helps out with Zion Williamson because Zion wants Lonzo here, and so does Bi. So 3 of your best players want to be together winning games. So with that being said, the next question outside of Lonzo, I guess you could see the most pressing question would obviously be the draft. What we do with the 10th pick. And of course, the question is, do we keep Steven Adams? We've covered that ad nauseum. We talked about Eric Bledsoe. I think he got to go. He most certainly got to get the hell up out of here. So, I mean, that's a big part. The 10th pick is a bit of a quagmire because we got family members. And do we trade the pick to attach the pick along with Bledsoe and send them back. And one of the family members had an interesting trade. Let me see if I can go back there and see. A question was asked as I was scrolling. Let me see if I can get to it about packaging that 10th pick and moving further in the first round as well. Let me see if I can get that. Here it is. That's Slade. Go Pels, the brother Slade Smith says, what do you think about the number 10 and Bledsoe for number 19 and 21? Forgot the team with the 19 and 21 picks. I can look that up right quick.
I can rock with that, man. This is a deep draft. When you look at guys, you got a lot of guys that can be very good rotational pieces, and you might actually, get you a nice starter, all-star caliber player late in this draft. They got a lot of talented guys. So I would rock. I would rock with that. You got 19 and 21, but I would wonder what we're gonna do with all of them other picks we got in the second round. Because if you get a 19 and a 21 pick, we're gonna have to figure out something to do with those second round picks we got.
You don't like the idea of helping other teams win? Like we did this past year with all them picks?
Well, we got good favor. We're gonna have good favor with a lot of teams in the league.
We got a lot of good karma. We just ain't cash in on it yet. You don't like that idea, DC? That's a bad idea.
Not this time around. We were charitable last time, so it's time for us to get a little charity.
Yeah, well, I'm feeling like Pelicans at times.
We thought we was richer than what we was, and we was very charitable, and we were humble this year. We was living off top ramen for the whole year, and now it's time for us to get a little charity.
You know what, DC? We was living off that ramen. You needed the mama noodles. That's what you needed to go and get.
We couldn't even afford the top ramen. We got the off-brand noodles.
No, we got the mama. The mama's the good noodles. Who eat mama noodles? Who know what I'm talking about?
Oh, you're talking about the cup. Yeah.
The mama noodles.
I got you. Yeah.
That's the ones. But listen,
we had a lot of them. We had about 10 of them. Yeah, the rest of we was eating dried out top ramen with toilet water. We couldn't even get tap water.
Damn, that's pretty bad, bro.
We had toilet water in the top ramen. We had all type of spices and shit though. We had all the spices.
Bro, I never knew you had such a hard life over there on the island.
Nah, that was the Pelicans.
Oh, my bad. But listen, here it is right here. DC, I got it on the screen.
On the islands, I would live like royalty.
I know you would. You're part of that family. I know. You heard him, I would live like royalty. And he dragged
I said if I was.
How you so certain? Because you go over there and get all the royalty over there, huh? You put out the album.
Because America's, especially black men outside of America, we like celebrities, dog. You don't know this? You ain't never left the country?
Yeah, Yeah, I know. I had them. I had the Master P noodles. They had
the Master P noodles.
Man, they good, bro.
They good for real.
They real good. They had the Creole. What was that? Gumbo flavored or something like that?
Gumbo flavor noodles,
bro. It was something like that, and they were excellent. I had a box of them. My mother bought them. He's like, man, I got Master P noodles. I said, Master P got noodles, and that's how I found out about it. And then, of course, we found about his restaurant on the West Bank. A Big Papa Burgers over there. I said, I'm gonna go over there. I was supposed to go over there, but the holidays, man, I don't be, I be having all that food, but your family, you don't want to go spend extra money. But I'm gonna have to take the boys over there just to show peace and love at Big Papa Burgers. But yeah, I had the noodles.
Yeah, I tried out. I think I got a burger from Big Papa's, man. It was pretty good.
Yeah, you got to show them some.
They put bacon on it.
Go, Sean.
I told them I didn't want no damn bacon though, but it was pretty good though.
Did you speak to him with the accent, or did you drop the accent?
Yeah, I spoke to him with the accent.
That's why you messed up, DC. You can't do that.
I said, I want my burger, na.
All right, now listen. Now the previous trade that Slade was talking about, when he was saying go for the the 19 pick. That was the New York Knicks. What they had both the the 19 and the 21st pick. So you basically be trading with the Knicks, going from 10, which is where the Pelicans at right here, down to 19 and 21, which the Knicks own the Mavericks pick. So, that would be the move if you don't see anybody you like. But the mindset is if you see somebody like at the 10th pick, as we get closer and closer to the draft family and these decisions start, we find out Willie's the coach and Lonzo is the guy that needs to stay. My thing is, okay, we need shooters. At 10, we're positioned to land one of the draft's best shooters. If it's not Corey Kispert, it may be the other kid, Moses Moody is another dude that's standing up there as the other guy.
The little Springer kid I showed you, he shot 43% too from Tennessee.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. But at the 10 position, it's going to be either one of. We know Moses Moody is in several drafts he's sliding a bit. I don't know how factual that is when it comes to the actual draft itself. It could be a smokescreen, but Moody is listed.
Yeah, I remember Patrick Williams. I didn't take Patrick Williams as serious, like as a top 5 guy last year. That kind of shocked the hell out of me, bro. Chicago drafted that dude who was like number 4 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody seen that. I heard him being projected possibly in the 10th round, but it looked like he was gonna slide. And the guy that got drafted right before Kyra, everybody was high on. I thought he would probably go 4 or 5, and he slid all the way down to Sacramento. Halliburton. And he was pretty damn good too. Actually, at least right now, he's better than Kyra right now. But the draft is funny like that, man. You just don't know. You just can't be one of them teams that pass up on a guy that, is real good and you regretting it later.
See, but that's the thing is, a lot of family members say, Q, let's package that pick with Bledsoe, get from under the, 17, 18 million.
I don't think we have to do that to get rid of Bledsoe. I really don't.
Well, but see, that's the thing. My thing is, we can improve upon the team. Y'all just hear me out on this one, family. We don't have to give up the 10th pick to get Bledsoe's, have dead ass out of here. We can package maybe a future pick or so with Bledsoe, who's on a 1-year deal anyway, and package a move and kind of move him up out of here for a team that has the cap. And perhaps we can use the 10th pick to get a shooter because we're positioned at the 10th spot to get one of the draft's best shooters. So if Kispert or Moody is sitting there and you say, okay, Q, how about Duncan Robinson? One of the Flock family members said, Q, there's Duncan Robinson out there. I'm saying, listen, fam,
you can get Kispert for that money.
For cheap.
Right.
Yeah, on the cheap, and you have them here.
Do the same thing.
Right. And then, of course, we try to offset the salary of, we get rid of, I still is up in the air of Steven Adams right now, even though Jackson Hayes, one of the comments, a great comment was made about Willie Green coming in and possibly could get Jackson Hayes to play a role like Andre Ayton is playing in Phoenix.
I think Jackson Hayes can do more than Ayton because I think on the offense he's way more versatile than Ayton, man. I think people don't realize that. I see you, Damon. That boy always working out, man. Big
That's
swole.
my dog. What's up, Damon?
Appreciate to get them games, brother. But man, Jackson Hayes, bro, this dude been playing basketball about 3 or 4 years now.
That's a great point, Jalil. Jalil, great point.
Now you know what? Point.
Yeah, great point, Jalil. Yes. He said, to be honest, though, we only a few moves away from hard contention. Turn those 14 blown leads around, and we're in the playoffs. We don't need a complete overhaul, just veteran leadership and shooters. And listen, and Jalil, let me sprinkle this in the rest of the flock members. We talked about this early often, and we focused on the starting 5, right, family? But truthfully and honestly, the key thing that we've been saying this entire season is build the bench. We've been talking about building that bench, and we never consistently.
All shooters, bro. That's what we're missing.
We got to be able to build the bench to help fortify the starting 5 because we have some players. So, DC, go ahead and finish your thought on that. And then I want to also throw in there, where does NAW fall if you do pick up a Kispert or a Moody? Where does he fall? And KLJ. Is KLJ in the future plans of this team? That was a pick that was supposed to be made with Van Gundy in mind. Does he have a role here?
I'm going to be honest. I like some variation.
I'm hearing a lot of smoke about KLJ could be. This is just rumors that he could be moved. I've been seeing various reports on him. A lot of trade involved with KLJ.
But I think that would be stupid in my opinion. That would show that you ain't know what the hell you was doing last year when you drafted him. Because I like KLJ. I don't think KLJ is a bad player at all. Like KLJ when he got opportunities, you know what I'm saying? The dude actually showed up in a lot of games. I think KLJ can be an awesome player, dude. He got a lot of feistiness, tenacity on defense. He just need to get bigger. That's his only thing is he needs to get bigger. The dude is real smooth, one of the fastest players in the league, bro. Like, the kid is awesome. You know what I'm saying? He just hasn't had the chance to show it. When you hear Brandon Ingram and Zion, everybody talks about how phenomenal he looks in practice, dude. They like, man, y'all just don't know. Like, KLJ is, yeah. This what they saying. So I don't think they look to move on away from him that fast unless it's for like some top tier type of guy. And pretty much Jackson Hayes, NAW, all of those guys could go if you're talking about like a damn near superstar or something. But I like KLJ. I think we can use a lineup with him, NAW, and Lonzo Ball. It sounds crazy, but I think we can have like some type of 3-guard lineup. You know what I'm saying? Where they can wreak havoc. So I very much see him in the plans. Him with Jackson Hayes to me is, man, that's an amazing combination. I don't think guys realize, like I was talking about Jackson Hayes before. Jackson Hayes was a football player, man. This dude played football, so we know he was a wide receiver. He could run. And when you see him with KLJ running up and down the court on a fast break, man, you put that out there and you mix Zion in with that, whatever type of lineup they got, man, I'm telling you, we can play fast as hell and run people up out the gym. So I like all the guys we got, honestly, on this team. You got guys like Wes Windu or whatever. I'm like, okay, I like his hustle, but it ain't really nothing. But our young guys, the guys we've been drafting, and the core of what we have something special. We just need a coach that can put it all together and place the pieces where they need to go and make it work. And the only thing we really missing is shooting. These guys need to improve defensively, but we really missing shooting. And man, I think what we have, we like our brother was saying, what is his name, Jell Davis. We right there. We right there. 14 blown leads, man. 14 blown leads. So you got a guy like NAW, to me, who looks like he's developing and getting better. You're not hearing about Kyra. We don't know what's going on with him. We just need him to get bigger. Kyra can shoot. You know what I'm saying? His problem was absorbing contact, man. He's small. It's hard for him. But you got him possibly getting bigger. Jackson Hayes talked about he gonna get bigger, and we saw he got bigger from last year to this year. You know what I'm saying? And his game is starting to come around, and he said everything turned around for him with his defense. So he keep improving on that. Man, I'm telling you, you already have something special. We just need these guys to have that fire and that spark to want to play and go show what they can do and have the freedom and creativity to be able to gel and grow together and build a system that exclusively works for them and what we have. But obviously, you want to piggyback off of some people who've been extremely successful, like a Golden State, let's say a Phoenix.
Yeah, and that's true, man. But we have guys like that in the system, man. To be quite honest with you, dealing with when you got Willie Green and you have the talent that you have, and I agree that despite the fact the Pelicans at times just look so pedestrian with all of that supreme talent. I mean, if you think about it, Zion's draft, he came in here and it was him. NAW was with him. You had Jackson Hayes is there, and then of course and then later on comes KLJ. That's a lot of talent there, which given the opportunity can produce. And then you have a young BI as an all-star, was snubbed this past year from being an all-star, pretty much the same numbers, basically the same numbers, was snubbed. And then you had Zion Williamson.
Can't have two all-stars and you got to win a record, bro. I mean, it's kind of hard for them to justify that.
Right. Well, I mean, if they're losing, right, when they're losing. But yeah, we get that. I'll give you that. Zion Williamson doing what he's doing. And then, of course, questions around is in foremost, but the head coach is not getting in the way of the team and allowing these guys to be free. We still got a lot of stuff coming down the pipe. What I got on the screen, family, is this is from the NBA.com and their mock draft section. And these are their mockers picking for the Pelicans at 10. As you can see, they got Josh Giddey, Ken Johnson, Davion Mitchell.
Ken Johnson is very, very interesting, dude. You know this dude is like 5'7". ball though, man.
Yeah, they
Oh,
look.
he's 6'5". I'm sorry, I thought he was 5'7".
And you got and they're mocking. This is who they're mocking, and this is who they're saying now. James Bouknight is climbing because 3 guys got him going inside of the top 10, and a lot of these guys now, like you can see Corey Kispert's outside of the top 10, but I've seen some when he was picked ahead. Some
Yeah, I've
people see
seen
him as
the
the best shooter.
Magic being picking him. I've seen mocks with the Warriors picking him. That
But
7-8 spot.
Bouknight
And
is
Sacramento too.
DJ's guys climbing, man, because Bouknight was a lot. He was between 15 and out on the mocks that I was looking at, and he's been climbing
He's
up the charts.
freakishly athletic, Q, and that guy's been working on his shot. I know, when we showed him to people, they talking about that 20. I don't think that 29% 3-point percent for him fits, man. He's been working on his shot. And even though he shot 29%, he had stretches where he would shoot like great. And I think he did deal with an injury, if I'm not mistaken, in college. So his shooting, maybe some of that could have been attributed to that. The only thing with him, it was the shooting. Like if that guy, let's say Bouknight had 37, 35% 3-point shooting, he'd probably be up top 5. He'd probably jump over one of them guys. He's freakishly athletic, man. Almost Russell Westbrook like athleticism, you know what I'm saying? So I think people probably, he's doing his combine and they seeing his measurables and stuff like that, man, and probably bumping him up there. And he's a shooting guard. He's not a point guard. Well, really a combo guard. He play both.
Well, I mean, listen, at 10, that's why I was like looking at it. I was like, you know what? At first I was looking at it, but I'm like, listen, fam, as we get closer and closer to the draft, you're sitting at number 10. I really want Bledsoe out of here, but I'm not that emotional to the point where I want to get him out on the first thing smoking, which I attached that 10th pick to his ass to get him up out of here. I want him up out of here more than everybody up in this play. I want him.
Kenneth said he just
gone.
posted a video hanging out with Jackson Hayes and Kyrie.
What for? I mean, nothing about to get his ass up out of here. He need to go. He got to go.
They building chemistry, man.
For what? It's too late for that.
For science class.
It's too late for that. Boy, he sucked last year, man. He was just distasteful.
Wait, Q. I got another caveat for you. I don't know if you remember.
What up, Randolph?
Willie Green and Eric Bledsoe were teammates before. Could we be seeing the connection? Huh?
Oh my God.
Maybe Willie Green could get the best out of him, Big Q.
Oh no. 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 Oh no. Oh no.
You wouldn't like that? We let go of Lonzo Ball and we keep Eric Bledsoe.
It won't happen.
Huh?
We won't allow that to happen, man. I will do a show every damn day on the Pelicans, riding down on the Pelicans if they ever consider keeping Eric Bledsoe here. He needs to go. If the only way Bledsoe stays if he reduces his contract to next to nothing. I mean, and then I do that just to get him out the door. But no, he got to go. It's because he getting in the way of everybody. That money needs to go to Lonzo, because Lonzo's game is stepping up. Imagine if Lonzo played point guard for you last year, DC. Imagine he would have been a lot.
You know the craziest thing, Q? After the Blazers game, well, I watched this dude basically damn near in 3.5 quarters get damn near 17 assists. I just knew. I'm like, okay, Stan Van Gundy, he gonna see the light. You know what I'm saying? He gonna start him at point guard. Like, yeah, he probably gonna switch his. Nope, just kept doing the same thing. It's like, what the? Why? Do you not see this? Like, man, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
We got to get and see. This is the thing. All dysfunction has to leave. We can't, and I know the biggest dysfunction is at the top with Griffin. Well, we ain't gonna get him out of here, but it's a better hire than Van Gundy, because Van Gundy lost the respect of these guys. They wasn't listening to him. He was a ball breaker. He was not a very he was an X and O man, but lacked the personality needed, and they just soured on him. But Green is a different approach. He's a player's coach. That's pretty much the thing about Green. He's a player coach. He's been in some successful systems, whether with Monty or when he was with Golden State with Kerr. So I mean, he's been around the block. Plus, he was a several-year player who was a pretty decent player in his own right, defense, and he shot the tree pretty well. So he's an interesting character. Plus, the local ties help out a bit, and plus the rumors are, like we said, Vincent and Teaspoon rides with him on his staff. That helps lock in the young players there as they move forward. That's a big part of it. But Lonzo has to stay. He has to stay at the point guard position. And then, of course, the 10th pick, y'all might disagree with me on that, but I don't think we should package it to get Bledsoe out of here. I think we got 1,000 million picks that we've been saving for whatever reason. That won't mean a hill of beans to Griffin if you don't use at least some of those to make some moves to improve upon the team. I think once we get Eric Bledsoe out of here, $16 million. Of course, you have to then get Lonzo under contract, and of course, then the question needs to be made about Steven Adams. And I think with the 10th pick, we can find a shooter. If we can get a 45% shooter from college that can do some stuff, move. They got some good shooters in this draft, to be honest with you. At that 10th pick, we can get value there, and then we don't have to spend all of that money trying to get a free. I mean, we could still add a shooter in the draft, but it won't. We need, we can add stretch bigs in there as well, because you need big guys that can hit that a stretch four off the bench, family, because that's what you're really missing. Now, I know the Wenyen Gabriels and all that kind of stuff, but we need a stretch four, maybe a couple of guys that can hit off, that can come up. Kelly Olynyk would be an interesting thing. Perhaps we could find another stretch four, a backup big that can come off the bench and hit threes for us.
One of the Morris brothers contract up?
I'm not certain on that. I think the one from the Lakers is, but there are some talent out there that we can look at. But then also it's other things. I'm more concerned about looking at the bench. We have not built the bench that can help out. That's what I kept saying all last year. We need to develop the bench.
We need an excellent veteran to meet for that bench.
At what point?
We got young talent.
You need a point guard big. Point guard backup guard.
I think Kyra is perfect backup guard.
So who you talking
never got
about?
the opportunity.
Is it Josh Hart?
Huh?
You like Josh Hart?
I think Josh Hart is out of here. He said he want to leave, and
But I'm asking you, and what vet and at what position off the bench would you like to see him there? You saying leadership? Correct?
We keeping James Johnson. That's a question.
Not at $15 million, DC.
Nah, I ain't know what nobody gonna pay him $15 million. No, but I'm just saying. I'm sure wherever he goes, his contract is gonna be more reasonable. But I don't care what position, other than I think that point guard position is all sold up, depending on even what you want to do with NAW or Kyra. If we get another shooting guard and we run a Kyra NAW, I think point guard is kind of all sold up. So anywhere from small forward, power forward, center, some type of veteran leadership, or maybe we'll see the Pelicans actually start Jackson Hayes, and maybe dang, I can't remember. Steven Adams might be that guy for the second unit, or maybe they might start Steven Adams but play Jackson Hayes starter minutes, something like that, and kind of mix Steven Adams in with that bench unit. So there's a lot of ways they can go with it, but whatever position we go with, we need some type of vet.
What's up, Lavelle?
We need a vet, and he's got to be good. You know what I'm saying? Can't be just just your average role player like a Jay Crowder, somebody who's excellent at being a role player. You know what I'm saying?
Debo said 3 and D, small forward, center, and a stretch four, and make NAW the sixth man.
You can do that. Well, I mean, what you gonna do?
But you got a three. But what you got a? He says,
and who playing shooting guard? If NAW is the sixth man, as far as what we've seen so far,
it's just shooting guard.
Free agency ain't started yet, but who gonna play shooting guard?
KLJ's point guard off the bench. NAW's off guard off the bench. Small forward.
Who's your starting shooting guard?
Lonzo Ball. Shooting guard. Lonzo was the starting. Let me work it like this: point guard, Lonzo Ball. Shooting guard to me.
You don't have one if you got NAW as a
and people ain't going to agree on NAW because he has deficiencies in his defense.
I don't know. A lot of people see his defense is not that bad, man.
He need to get stronger, man. He needs to
He
get
could definitely
stronger.
stand to get stronger.
And maybe it's the fact that he wasn't understanding Van Gundy's system, because that's a part of it too.
NAW
So,
would come out there and play some of the best on ball
I mean,
defense that anybody playing. There was games where guys were just giving up. Man, this dude was out there giving all type of hustle, getting
he
2
got
and 3
effort.
steals, getting 2 blocks with 2 and 3
He
steals.
gives you
NAW,
effort, DC.
he got
He gives you,
defense.
but what I just told you is he needs to get stronger. That's what I'm saying. So I mean, and then he's also a guy that you spent the first round draft pick on. NAW can contribute and help. So you got 3 first round picks that if they develop for you and give you adequate production, you're going to be pretty good. And we're talking about, well, you know what Zion Williamson doing. NAW is part of that first round trio. Also Jackson Hayes. Then you got KLJ off the bench. These first round draft picks demand playing time. If you spend a first round draft pick on a player, you got to give them the playing time. So KLJ, NAW, these guys got. So if you're talking about who's the off guard, who the 2 guard, Lonzo's 1. NAW righteously should be so, unless they pick somebody there off of free agency to bring in there.
I'm gonna be honest, man.
Then you, of course, you want BI at 2.
No, I like BI. I like BI too, but we still
Cam Reddish.
We still got to have a small forward for that.
You want Cam Reddish,
you know
right?
What I'm saying? We still got to have a small forward for that. You want
you
want joke right now, but my dog Gerald Davis been saying the same thing I've been seeing, man. With the way that the roster is constructed right now, am I saying his name wrong? It's Jalil Davis.
Jalil, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I call him man Jail, but Jalil. I'm getting sleepy or something, bro. I saw Jail.
Jail? The man named Jail?
People got weird names, bro. You know.
Who names himself Jail, DC? Come on.
I mean, he might have balls or something. I don't know. It might be a metaphor for that, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Come on, man. We see it all, bro. You can't even say nothing because you know I'm right. But my point is, what I seen with Team Canada, like he was saying, man, NAW was the best guy on that team, man. And you had several guys that were starters that were on that team, and he was the best one out of all of them. So, if he plays the way he played for Team Canada, ain't no doubt in my mind he should be the starting shooting guard. So, we would have to basically figure out how to get a backup shooting guard off the bench. You know, you got not NAW, Najee Marshall, who can play shooting guard, could be a backup shooting guard. All right, so now we need a backup small forward off the bench then. You know what I'm saying?
Also like Brogdon.
Huh?
You also been putting up Brogdon too.
Well, I like Brogdon a lot. That would allow NAW to stay the 6th man because Brogdon is better than NAW. But I mean NAW is 22 and Brogdon is 28. So
Jonathan said BI as shooting guard.
I like BI as shooting guard too, but who are we playing at small forward? If you're gonna go with the
Brother
thing
James,
I was throwing out there, what we put BI as shooting guard, and you let Zion go more to small forward. You know, that would make more sense. But then we still got to either find out we're gonna run Jackson Hayes at power forward. We got to find another center. Mm-hmm. Jackson Hayes gonna play center, and we find another stretch forward that could play defense at power forward. So all of those things I was talking about is based on hypotheticals. It's based on hypotheticals, and based on what we have right now, the best lineup for the guys we have on the team would be potentially have. Just say they get Lonzo Ball back, would be Lonzo, NAW, BI, Zion, and Jackson Hayes. That would be my starting 5.
Now, okay, that's a really nice starting 5 and very exciting starting 5. DC, a lot of first rounders in there. Lonzo, NAW, BI, all first rounders. Now put 5 off the bench to go with it to spell them.
All right, my 5 off the bench. We got to get a shooting guard. So I don't have a shooting guard, but what would we have? I would go with Kyra, obviously. Then I'm gonna put Najee Marshall at
3.
At the 3. Let's say we getting James Johnson back, so I would put him. Then I have Wenyen Gabriel and Steven Adams. Or we could put Cam at the 3. Or we could go with let's say James. We don't have James Johnson. We could go with DJ Lozada at the 2.
Up, Scotty?
And we could go with Najee Marshall at the 3 with Wenyen Gabriel and Steven Adams. And I think either lineup would allow Steven Adams to have a little more, be able to be in the block and actually get more points. We would need more scoring out of him and him to take a bigger command and kind of get Kyra to feed him and run, like little transition offense. I don't know how it would look far as 5 out. Steven Adams was in the gym shooting threes, so I don't know. He must have got the memo on something. You know
If you can imagine Steven
he
Adams
hit,
shooting threes,
he hit 2 threes, and all the Twitter lost their mind.
but him developing a 3-point shot,
He would be damn good if he could develop.
imagine that.
Steven Adams, that's one thing I get the Eric Bledsoe hate.
That's an interesting trade, that Jalil.
I'm in here joking around, man, about the Eric. Well, what if we could keep? I want Eric Bledsoe ass going, just like rest of I'm in here joking. But I never got the Steven Adams hate. Like, Steven Adams really he ain't bad to me. Like, I seen the team defense being horrible, but Steven Adams to me just seemed super unselfish, and he seemed like he was hurt at times. We had games when Steven Adams was helping. I was calling Steven Dennis Rodman Adams, man, getting 19 and 20 rebounds and stuff. We going 41 and 40.
What your lineup is?
God damn,
LaBelle
Jay.
said that bench line is garbage, DC.
Well, I said what we got on the team.
But listen,
give me a better lineup with what we have.
I'm saying, but the perspective is, okay, now you pushing Brogdon. I've seen several other articles with people pushing the Pelicans to land Brogdon. That's a big assist.
Who?
Because Malcolm Brogdon. If you add Lonzo and Brogdon together, that is a really tremendous backcourt. Very versatile and tremendous backcourt. Those guys, big guards that can both handle the ball, both can shoot the ball. That'll be really interesting. Then the effort guys, really intelligent. So that will be really special if we can land a Brogdon and bring him in here and offset it by getting rid of Bledsoe. And then you have KLJ. NAW goes back to the bench, so it'd be KLJ and NAW first guards off the bench. Then, of course, you would have to fill in the 4. You still have Najee Marshall at 3 if you like him there. And then, of course, Jackson Hayes is starting, or if Steven Adams is, you can flip-flop the 2 depending on your perspective on those players. But still in all, the Pelicans can still use a veteran point guard off the bench. They can still use some shooting there as well. And they can still use a big, I say big guys that can shoot. We don't have that. We don't have big guys off the bench that can shoot the ball consistently and stretch out things or play well enough together to kind of either help maintain the leads that the starting 5 has, or if the starting 5 is struggling, they help to get either cut the deficit down or either take the lead. So I'm a big proponent of having a solid bench. I'm not a staggering guy. I think we have too much talent to be talking about staggering players. A lot of these first-round draft picks, they need to develop and play if they're going to be the future of the team. Then why use the first-round picks on it if we're not going to play the NAWs? Is the reason why they're first-rounders. The first-round stipulation means that they must get an opportunity to show what they can do. Now, NAW showed us in spurts what he can do, but I'm with you, DC, on finding some talent. But I really do think we need bigs that can shoot like a 4, that can shoot, having a couple of those guys. But we're going to see how it all shakes, man, because the bottom line is the Pelicans, 3 or 4, and I agree with Jalil and several other Pelican family members in the stream, that the Pelicans aren't that far off.
Yeah, he ain't let us down yet.
No, and James has been dropping some knowledge too, man. James has been, James always in that dropping knowledge. And a lot of people, to give him credit to, been dropping some knowledge as well. So, I mean, James, Jalil, Damien's been dropping some stuff in there. Debo been dropping some stuff in there. Big ups to your SB Talk Sports. What's up, my brother? How you doing up there in Chi-Town? All right. And who else been? A lot of family members dropping some jewels up in there. Brother Michael always dropping some, some dimes up in there too. So, this is great. I love the flock, man. Always a lot of great commentary from the family members dropping the game. But listen, family, what's up, Devin? I'm going to we're going to stop the stream here, my family. I appreciate y'all chiming in on this Pelican post-game report. Like I said, we'll be back Friday at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, in between that time frame. And we'll open up the chat and we'll do this again. I want to hear from you guys, your thoughts on the team. And like I said, closer to the end of the week, it'll be a little bit more concrete. with the Willie Green situation. We'll hear about his thoughts. We'll dig up some interviews, the snippets of interviews to play from Willie Green to get more insight on the acumen of Willie Green as well. Like we played a little bit today of that to give the flock some insight of who your next coach is going to be. So, I mean, some interesting stuff that we tend to do every now and again, do some research on Willie. So this week I'm going to be doing some research on his scheme and his thought process and all this kind of stuff and try to gather as much as I can to share it with the flock. So with that being said, we're going to dip out on that. DC, any last thoughts you want to share with the family members before we depart?
I think y'all sleeping on my second bench unit. But nah, I agree with you, brother. We definitely, like I said, we need another player at the very least. At the maximum, I'll say we need about three guys. You know what I'm saying? Three guys can change the whole structure of the Pelicans right now. We get three of the right guys, preferably a stretch 4/5. You know, guy who can play both. You got two centers already. We can keep the centers we got. To me, a shooter that could be like a 3-and-D, but an excellent shooter that could play 3 or the 2. You know what I'm saying? We need that. And then I would want one more combo guard. Like you were saying, not quite a point guard, but just a
How
combo
that
guard
pick
or
fit in there,
somebody
though, DC?
in case somebody get hurt. I mean, we could draft. It could be somebody we draft with one of those guys. I'm saying it don't necessarily have to be vets. I want at least one of them to be a vet, but the one that's a vet, I want them to be pretty good. Like damn near, you know, he might have to get some minutes. With the starting lineup good. But that's our role player guy. Maybe we put in the starting lineup sometimes and we play off the bench. You know what I'm saying? He's that good to where, depending on the matchup, you might actually start this guy. You know what I'm saying? We need a versatile team, man. We got a bunch of talent. We need versatile guys around them. We got two guys who can shoot in NAW and possibly on the bench, maybe not. One of them three guys could be a starter. You know what I'm saying? They don't all have to be bench guys, that I'm saying. But to me, that's what we need. You know what I'm saying? And I think we do that. We get that right, get the right players based on those three templates I laid out. And the Pelicans are a headache for everybody. Please remember, this team beat the Milwaukee Bucks. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
we played them again and gave them headaches, and they barely won.
Yep.
The Phoenix Suns, we beat
Yep.
them. You know what I'm saying? The Pelicans have been beaten. A lot of teams you would think they don't have no business beating, or they at least give them a game, and you would think they're gonna get blowed out. So
Should have beat Portland both times, DC.
right, we could have beat the Bulls too if you want to go there.
Right.
But man, it's the Lakers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Clippers.
Philly Clippers. Like everybody who the creme de la creme, for whatever reason, we was deciding to show up. And it ain't got nothing to do with Stan Van Gundy, because when they had Alvin Gentry, they was doing the same shit the year before. So this is a supremely talented team. We just need to make it all fit together. And I don't think we far away. Hopefully a fresh mind with a guy like Willie Green, who's willing to be more creative and actually listen to the players. You know what I'm saying? Build a relationship with them and understand, maybe them guys can help too with some of their input on what they do best and the whole thing, instead of just trying to put them in this cookie cutter mode. Figure out what you got, who's best at what, and make it all work.
Well said, DC, and the whole flock agrees, man, that man, it's about time, man. We got to get some winning ways here in the city, in the region, and in the flock across the world, man. It's time to win, man. I mean, really win and show the NBA what they got here in the city of New Orleans, man. We got supreme star talent here. We got all-star level players first. We got a talented team. We need a few players to accentuate this thing, the right scheme, and we right on the precipice of getting to where we belong, man. And we're going to shock some people here, man. And we were supposed to do it. We were held back by stupidity at the administrative level, bad coaching, personnel decisions. And hopefully, man, now with Willie Green come, the money paid, Alonzo, we'll at least have some of those players in place. We had a few players here. And hopefully they don't screw it up, man, because we got everything it takes to knock your ass out in the Western Conference. So we'll be that. So with that
and
being,
the Spurs about to fall off. The Grizzlies, who they scan. They sure.
Well, I mean, we whip them every time we play them. We got their number.
Houston is still rebuilding.
Yeah, they're not there either.
Dallas lost Rick Carlisle with Jason Kidd.
Don't know what they're going to
might be about to lose Tim Hardaway and trying to trade Porzingis. We don't know what the hell Dallas is going to be.
Right.
Man, it's wide open out there for us.
Yep, the Clippers
That's all
are.
I got to say, bro.
The Clippers are a question mark as well. The Lakers, so Portland. How about that? So all these other teams that we talking about are powerhouses in the West.
Too, you can kind of say in a way.
How about that? So I mean, listen, this is supreme time for the Pelicans to step in there and start knocking some people out of here. So with that being said, man, we're gonna step out on that. DC, you want to do the phrase that pays, or you want me to do it?
You know what? I've been on a sabbatical for a while, so I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna let you do the phrase that pays. We ain't got no DJ tonight.
I ain't do it in a while, bro.
I'm gonna do the phrase that pays when we get the coach. I'm gonna do the phrase that pays that night when we finally get the coach. Sure, we do that.
All right.
So, all right, Big Q, you'll be feel free to bring in Miss Benson if you like.
No. Oh no, she's sleeping, bro. She's sleeping. She laid spare her bed.
You know you got her on tape recorder.
Nah, man, she's sleep, bro. She's sleep. But listen, man, if anybody talk about your Pelicans,
okay,
you tell them in the New York or what I usually say.
You said New York accent.
Yeah, New York accent. To get the flock out of here and go flock yourselves. Big ups to the family member in DC. No, I don't do the bird sound. Big ups to the fam. Thank y'all, man, for being here. And we'll see you on Friday stream, man. Much love to the family members. Much love. Hit the subscribe, family, and share the show link on your social media feed. Much love to you, and we'll see you later. Go Pels.
Peace.
Post-game report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, and even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.